If there's somebody else, he can just like me. And he
What up, everybody? November 14th, 2011. And I'll tell you what, I'm all about the present and living in the now, because the present is the gift, and the gift's only good if you open it and use it. You know, if somebody gives you a gift or a present and you never really use it, what good is it? You know, that's why we got to live in the present, open it up. It's the gift. But let's go back a couple years and a half to June 25th, 2009, and let's see if we maybe missed a little present that day, maybe a little gift, maybe something really wasn't told that day that, you know, was good news. Not all the bad news, because we heard a lot of bad news on June 25th, 2009, to the best of my knowledge and remembrance. But maybe there was a lot of good news that day that actually was never reported. But I mean, that'd be weird anyways for a news channel to report some good news, wouldn't it? I mean, some really inspiring, some really, you know, wow. You know, that type of news just gets you fired up, gives you a little hope maybe. That's what I feel like maybe was missed on June 25th, 2009, and I want to talk a little bit about it. Because on June 25th, 2009, all we heard, to the best I can remember, was when Farrah Fawcett died. A bunch of news on it, and I mean, that was pretty crazy and sad. We'd all seen her story on TV and how she did a little documentary on her struggles through her later stages of her life. And then, of course, a few hours later, Michael Jackson, the show begins. Died. And then we heard nothing else. Like I said, to the best of my remembrance or knowledge, we heard nothing else. We just heard about Michael Jackson from then on, which, that's fine. I believe that's what had to happen to get us to where we're at right now, where believers are at right now, and where, you know, we're going. You know, that was, I feel like MJ pulling the plug then, and, you know, arriving at the airport. I mean, before he went to the hospital. Maybe some of y'all know what I mean. Anyways, what I really want to talk about that happened that day comes from the city of sin, known as Las Vegas. The city of sin. On June 25th, 2009, at Las Vegas, Nevada University, I don't know, Google it. Check the facts I'm giving. I preached on this 6 or 7 months after this happened in front of a congregation and told them. And some of them thought it was interesting, some of them thought I was just plumb crazy. So I'm just going to tell y'all. They come out with a study that day on cancer and the essential oil of frankincense, which is wrote about in the Bible. It's actually mentioned in the Bible 17 times. And they come out that it was, you know, killing cancer cells. That it was, specifically they were targeting cervical cancer cells, you know, on women, and how it was, you know, just slaying tumors, and 72%, you know, decrease in tumors and all this. I don't know. I mean, just check it out. Check out frankincense and how, you know, there has been a lot of studies on it done. But that one that come out specifically on June 25th, 2009, to me, that struck me as, it just really got me. And it coming from Las Vegas, the city of sin. You know, never that day did I see on the news a report come off. Well, on a side note, you know, we got some good news today. There's mentioned, you know, a tree, the frankincense tree, that's mentioned in the Bible, you know, is killing cancer cells. It's repairing DNA. You know, it's doing all these wonderful things that, chemotherapy is not doing. And I'm not saying frankincense is the cure or anything for everything, but it's obviously powerful. It's obviously got something to it. And the reason I say that, you can go all the way back about, I don't know, 2,000 years, a little bit, somewhere in there. But there was wise men who traveled from distant lands to come to Bethlehem, to the birth of Jesus. And they brought three different type of gifts. Some people say there was three wise men. The Bible don't really say that. There was wise men who brought three different gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Gold, that could actually be debatable to what it really is. I think it's something way more valuable than, gold, like money or gold bars. I do, but I'm not here to talk about that right now in this video. I want to talk about frankincense, how it was obviously a very prized possession over 2,000 years ago, that wise men traveled from, far distances to come to the birth of the Savior of the world, to bring gifts, to bear gifts for him. And frankincense just happened to be one of them gifts. To me, that's very significant, especially making it even more significant to me, and how I really believe that on June 25th, 2009, a study comes out on it, and it being that powerful, coming from the city of sin in the United States of America, where we have more cancer and diseases than really any other place in the world. And like I'm saying, was a gift missed that day? Was a present missed? Or were we just all focused on, wow, all this negativity, which I'm saying we needed to focus on all this negative stuff so we could see the light. I do believe that. And that's for the whole world. We needed to see the dirt, before we could appreciate that diamond. And this is it, where we really dig into the ingredients of what could really be, a health care plan here in this country, but really here in this world, on this earth that God gave us. I mean, there is a plan that's laid out for us. It's not being administered. And once it is starting to be, if it was, which it will be soon, once it is started to be administered, the world will change. There's nothing else to that. That's all there is to it. And that scares some people. But that's why we just got to grab hands, and we got to hold on, and we got to spread knowledge. We got to help people. We got to wake up. We got to just keep growing every day. Every day we should want to grow and desire to, and want to expand our knowledge. And I don't think any of us believers or anybody, none of us know it all, but we all know something, and that's the main thing. And hopefully that something is love that we do know. Hopefully that is the main something that we do know. And as long as we know that, everything else, it's going to fall into place. It's going to keep building and connecting, and then, it's a process. And I just wanted to share just that, because the frankincense and stuff, it struck me early on, and it really, was sort of a mystery, but it ain't no mystery. Everything's being revealed right before our eyes. And we will see. We will see. And they got to hear it from us. They got to hear it from us. And spread the word. Everybody, spread the word. Peace and love. Have a good night.